Today's workout is a 20-minute first trimester strength workout with or without dumbbells. I'm 9 weeks pregnant and I'm gonna work with you to keep you strong and healthy during your pregnancy. Go ahead and grab one dumbbell with me. We're gonna hold it at the collarbones, take your feet a little wider than your hips. We're gonna squat down and then stand up. So you can hold the dumbbell like this or you can hold it like this. Both of these is gonna do the trick just fine. We wanna keep it close. Push the hips back and down. And we stop those hips just above the knees, pushing the knees forward in line with middle toes. We're gonna work each exercise for 30 seconds today, and then we're gonna rest for 10 seconds, and we're gonna repeat. So we've got 2 sets, 20 minutes total. Feel free to take things slower if you need to. Hold it here. We're gonna do a goblet squat press. So this time we're gonna hold the weight here, squat down, and then press it overhead. Here we go. So we go down and then press. As soon as you stand up, press that weight, and you're using your hips to drive that weight forward and up. Brace that core at the top. And again, you can always do these without weight if it's too intense, and you can always go slower too. It's not about how many you can do. I know first trimester is really hard. I've been really nauseous. So if you need to take extra time or you feel more out of breath, usually heart rate's higher, your body's burning more calories, metabolism's higher, so we're working a lot harder. We're gonna take those feet wider and turn the toes out. You're gonna keep, now this time you're gonna bring the weight down and we're gonna do a sumo squat. So press those knees out, stand up. And this is a good one again, if you wanna drop the weight. We wanna make sure we're keeping that chest proud, abs tight, and then pushing those knees out. This one's gonna get more into the hips and glutes. And then make sure you're pushing your hips back. So you can always see those toes. Your knees should not move past your toes. Nice and low here. Rest. All right, this time we're gonna do a sumo squat pulse. So you can use the weight or not. This is a good one if you wanna drop it. We'll come down right here. Pulse, 30 seconds. Core tight, chest up. Driving those knees out. And breathing in and out. Lots of burn here going on in those legs. Stay with me. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Nice. We're moving on to lunges. Grab your other dumbbell for me. You could also do this without the weight, feet under hips. Take a big step back with one leg. We're gonna stay in a split stance, just dropping that back knee down and up. So that back knee should go straight down, and then that front knee should be right over your ankle. We're aiming for 90 degrees each leg. Pushing that front knee out, so we're bringing that front thigh parallel to the floor. As you stand up, push through your front heel, squeeze your glute. And we're gonna step in, quick release, shake those legs, and we'll do the other side. Big step back, here we go. By pressing through that front heel, that's gonna help you engage your glute, and also keep that pressure out of your knee. And we want to focus on going low here. Bring that back knee almost to the floor. Take your time. Rest. All right, we're gonna do a split lunge pulse now. So we're gonna step that leg back, opposite leg, come down and pulse. Here we go. Deep breaths, keeping that front knee over the ankle. Almost there, 10 seconds. Time. All right, other side. Woo. Legs are burning. If you need to rest in between when we're doing the sets, you go for it. It's tough. We're really working hard. In first trimester, I think it's a really hard time to work out. First and third trimesters for me are the hardest because first trimester, I just feel awful most of the time. So make sure you're doing this when you feel good. Maybe after you've had a carb, maybe not first thing in the morning. I don't know, it depends on when you get that morning sickness. For me, sometimes it's later in the day. Rest. All right, we're moving on to the arms now. So feet underneath the hips, chest proud, abs tight. We're gonna do a bicep curl. Bring those dumbbells up and then down, rotating toward those shoulders. Whew. Out of breath from those lunge pulses. And that's another thing, I get so out of breath during my first trimester. I feel like that makes it harder too. Big squeeze at the top. Nice. All right, we're moving on to a bicep curl pulse. So we're gonna come up in the middle and we're gonna pulse it just an inch up and down. So with those elbows under your shoulders, right here, we're gonna do a tiny pulse. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. So at this point in my pregnancy, I'm 9 weeks and some change. Mainly I just look bloated, but that little tiny peanut is very demanding, isn't he or she? If you're in your first trimester, you know what I mean. They really rule your life, rock your world. All right, we're moving to a tricep kickback. So we're gonna drop one dumbbell, come to the floor, kneeling position. We're gonna start with that right arm. So you can just bring your left arm onto your knee, pull that right arm up, and we're gonna extend straight back. Bring it back to the hip and extend. So from the hip, then straight back, 90 degrees, squeeze the back of the arm. I'm gonna keep that chest up here. That forward lean is gonna help us to get that arm up. We wanna keep it up without shrugging the shoulder. All right, we're gonna move to the other side this time. Tip forward, chest up, abs tight. Bring that dumbbell up, kick it back. First trimester, it's a great time to do something like a strength workout, something a little less intense maybe if you're feeling really tired, burnt out. So this is a good one to do with really light weights. You could even do 1 or 3 pounds, or in a lot of those leg exercises, even doing it without weight is a great option. You're still gonna get something out of it. All right, we're gonna move to our feet again. We're gonna do a deadlift to an upright row. I'm gonna show you from the front, so feet under hips, chest up, shoulders back. We're gonna take those weights to the knees, and then upright row. Pull those elbows up and back, pull the weights to your chest. So to the knees, upright row. If you wanna go a little lower than the knees, you can go about mid-shin. Just make sure you keep that chest up, abs tight. Squeeze those shoulder blades at the top. Really proud chest. Working on that core strength right here, posterior chain. Really important for pregnancy. All right, I'm gonna show you this next one from the side. It's a reciprocal row. So we're gonna row one arm and alternate. So push the hips back, dumbbells to the knees. We're gonna row right, left. So you can see I'm kind of switching my arms mid-row, reaching that opposite arm forward, about 45 degrees, bringing that elbow back, chest turning toward the weight just a little bit, squeezing that elbow back. And rest. All right, coming to the floor for kneeling push-ups. So hands wide, knees can be back behind you or under your hips. We're gonna push up chest to elbow height, come up. So you can see my knees are here. This is probably the easiest option, or you can walk them back just a little bit to put a little more pressure in the core. If you feel good, you can definitely do push-ups on your toes right now. I just want you to make sure your core is braced, your shoulders are over your wrists. and you feel good doing these movements. It's not putting too much pressure on your abs, and we want to be mindful of that as we progress in our pregnancies. All right, we're repeating from the top, that goblet squat. So one dumbbell only, feet just outside hips, weight up at collarbones, and we squat. So we're not getting a long time to rest, and that's intentional. We're keeping those muscles working, heart rate stay up a little bit. But if you find you need more time to rest, feel free to take it. And you see I'm repeating the same set we just did. So if you want to just do one set, if that's enough for you, great. If you want to do more than two, also great. You can make this a 30-minute, a 40-minute workout, whatever works for you. Rest. All right, we're going to do that goblet squat press. Breath, abs tight, chest up, elbows in. Here we go. Right as we stand up, that weight goes up and over. Make sure I maintain good breathing and control. Bracing that core right here as the weight goes up. Time. All right, arms down, legs wide, knees out. Go into that sumo squat. Here we go, pushing the hips back, stand up. Press through the outer edges of those feet here. That's gonna help you work those hips. Building strength in the first trimester is so important because especially as baby grows, we can have strong muscles to support a healthy pregnancy, rest, and then we can hopefully alleviate some of that pain and discomfort that comes later on in pregnancy. All right, we're gonna pause. You ready? Drop that weight low, hips back, knees out. And if you want to here, you can come up a little higher in the pulse, and that works fine too. But the lower you can go, the more you're gonna get that work in the hips and glutes. Time. All right, moving to the lunges, grab your other weight. Feet under hips. Big step back, just down and up. Pushing through that front heel. Driving that front knee out, front thigh parallel to floor. Focusing on good range of motion, that's the most important thing here. Time. Deep breath. We're gonna switch to the other side. Let's go. Time. All right, most intense leg work. We're gonna step back and pulse. You're switching legs again. Ready? Let's do it. Breathe here. I know it burns. Trust me, I'm right there with you. Stay as low as you can. If you need, drop those dumbbells. Step in, quick release. Other side, and then we're done with those legs. Let's do it. Almost there, you guys. I know it's hard work today. Gotta put it in now to get the benefits later. Done. Oh man. Whew. I think 2 sets is good. We're gonna move to that bicep curl on your feet. Here we go, bringing those weights up and down. Working those arms now. Big squeeze as you rotate. You can also feel free to change the weight on some of these. Maybe you want to go lighter or heavier. That's great too. All right, moving on to those curl pulses. Really puts that burn in the arms. So remember, it's 90 degrees. We pulse 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Keep those wrists really strong, elbows in. Feels good to work hard. Especially during pregnancy, you're working so much harder. But exercise has so many benefits for a healthy mom and baby. I talk a lot about them on my website, but it's so good for you. All right, moving to the floor. We're gonna do a tricep kickback, 1 dumbbells down, leaning forward, bringing that elbow up, extend it back. Yeah, not only does exercise help you maintain a healthy weight, but it has benefits to boost baby's health and brain power, helps with the pains and discomforts that come with pregnancy, helps with energy levels, even sometimes with nausea, and then can help later on with that delivery. Labor and delivery can be easier, the recovery can be easier. Other side. I'll turn around and show you the other side. And I know I've got a lot of C-section moms, because I've had a C-section. I do a lot of C-section workouts. And for me, my C-section recovery, I've only had 1, but it was not too bad. I didn't have anything to compare it to, but personally, I didn't think the recovery was all that bad. I think part of that was just being in good shape. All right, we're moving on to that deadlift upright row. We're nearing that finish line. Abs tight, chest up, bringing those weights down, then pull at the top. This one's really great for your posture. And deadlifts are one of those moves everybody should do, but especially during pregnancy. As long as the weight's not too heavy, it's really great for strengthening your back body to support the weight that you're gonna inevitably gain on the front of your body. All right, showing you the side view now. We're moving to that reciprocal row. Hinge, and pull one arm back, press the other forward, switch. Keeping that core strong, butt pushing back. All right, last exercise, drop those weights. We're moving to that kneeling push-up. Hands wide, shoulders over wrists, abs tight. Here we go. Bringing that chest to elbow level. Fingertips spread apart. Trying to move your body as a unit, so everything goes up and down at the same time. And if you need to, you can pull those knees in a little closer. That'll make it easier. all about doing what you can do. Even a little bit of movement every day is really gonna be beneficial for you in your pregnancy. And we're done. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. 20 minutes, feel free to do as many rounds as you'd like. So I'm gonna keep showing you more workouts as I progress in my pregnancy through the trimesters, but keep sticking around. I've got more first trimester workouts for you. Be sure to check out my core, stretch, and cardio and HIIT first trimester workouts coming up. And I'm excited for you guys to progress along with me in your pregnancies. See you next time.